It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Smith takes the handoff. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Rousseau. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Got the first down and more. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here. Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll go to the ground. Turning it on! Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Rousseau. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Down in the quarters, they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Rousseau. Gets it out quickly. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, South Carolina!
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over UCF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got his man to the left. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on first down from the 28. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give is to Smith. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Back to pass, it's Rousseau. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. He comes up with a massive play right there.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good one.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Power football with the run. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Got enough for the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Back to pass, it's Rousseau. It's complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The give from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now they're going to throw it. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Smith takes the handoff. Runs through a tackle. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone is not a good one. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there and push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got a physical...
Breaks into the open. Look out, he's got room. Ripping through the defense. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires left. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you...
Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Bringing it back.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. NC State quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. NC State with the 1st and 10 here.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Firing toward the end zone. Wide out trying to get it in.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. The State scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give is to Smith. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive going to the air. On target to the left. There he goes. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, NC State.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Throws for the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Smith takes the handoff. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They get up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The run from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Lets it go. And here's the fifth interception by this quarterback. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think...
And he throws another interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it's
intercepted for the 11th time.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. The give is to Smith. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care. Oh, he's got some space. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part. A late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over SMU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Now they'll run the draw. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And some room to work. Powers through the defender. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! Touchdown, Wolfpack! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Hard running there.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They'll leave it with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Rousseau. Finds his big tight end. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.